Hi and welcome back to my channel. This is Scorpio Moon Tarot. Please understand that this reading is for entertainment purposes only, and you're here of your own free will. I'm just going to get right into the reading. There are multiple energies right now trying to distract you, trying to pull you towards them. It's almost like they're running out of energy and they can feel it, and they've realized that they need your energy to survive. What I need you to do right now, if you're watching this reading, is just focus on yourself. Stop. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling afraid, understand that is not your energy. That is somebody else around you. Go be by yourself for a little while. Go lock yourself in the bathroom if you have to. And just stop. You don't owe anybody anything. You don't have to run for nobody. Why? Because if you're not there, people can't do what they have to do. You're the one who runs the program. You're the one who runs everything. You're the one. You're the leader. You're the one in charge. You're the one doing everything. So why are you allowing other people to dictate what the fuck you do in what fucking moment that you have it in? There's multiple energies around you that want you worried, that want you afraid, because that's how they feast off your energy. You know what you do? Go do something you love. Go outside, get out in nature, do something you love, paint, read a book, sit with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, and be by yourself. Sometimes leaving the situation and letting them figure it out on their own is the only way anybody's ever going to learn. When people are forced to do things on their own because you all of a sudden can't provide it, or you don't want to provide it, or you're not willing to bend over backwards for people, or go groveling to people because somebody needs something from you. You know what I mean? Understand that, like, I think it was my yesterday's reading where I said they feel like their time is running out. They feel like their time is running out because they know that they've hurt you so bad, and they did things behind your back, and they stabbed you in the back, and you're still so good to them, and you're still so kind to them, and you're still so, right? It's like they know that their judgment's coming, and they're trying to still do the same shit that they always do, but you're not allowing it anymore. You're not allowing the lies. You're not tolerating the bullshit. You want to move forward in peace, and if that means being alone, then it means being alone. Right? Stop allowing people in your life when you know they're toxic for you. Or stop allowing the people in your home to be toxic towards you. Or to think that they're playing games, or they have, they're manipulating you in some way, or whatever the case may be. Right? You have to let them figure it out on their own sometimes. This is what you get for doing this, or this is what you get for doing that. Right? It's called consequences. When you make a mistake, you take accountability. When you make a mistake, you feel bad. You're hard on yourself. You beat yourself up, and you do better the next time so it doesn't happen again. Right? You work harder to ensure that that's not going to happen. Nobody else might care, but you do. Because that's your job. Take that as it resonates. Could be about your job, a relationship, whatever the case is, right? Something needs to end. We're just heading into this eclipse tomorrow. Something needs to end. Something from your past needs to end, or the past is gonna come back. Right? You're the one who keeps allowing the past back in. When are you going to say enough is enough? When are you gonna stop allowing people to push you over, or I keep getting and let you carry their burdens? It's like you're the light. You're the light. Like, I'm pulling cards off camera, but also doing, like, reading energy as well. Like, I'm just, literally sitting on my couch and chilling out. because I can and I want to. So I did. Um, the 10 of Wands and the 7 of Wands, just all you, like, people want you to carry all their burdens and just lighten their load, but all they keep doing is making your load unbearable. Like, you've taken on enough and that's it. You're not willing to take on anymore. You're the one literally just doing the bare minimum because you're finally giving to yourself, and people don't like that. People don't like that. They see how independent you are. They see that you don't need them, but they need you. They absolutely need you. And they hate that. Not because they hate you, they just hate that they're not at that level, when all they have to do is grow. All they have to do is do better. All they have to do is push themselves a little harder every single day. And be grateful for the life that they have. Right? Not very many people are grateful for the life that they have. Like, the level of narcissism right now, it's like everybody's so busy worried about power and control, or being insecurities, or not feeling out of control in themselves, instead of looking at the life that they have and going, oh my God, look at what I have. I'm lucky to have this, even if it's a shoebox, because somebody else doesn't even have that. Right? It could always be so much worse. So appreciate what you have, and if you want better, if you want more, then work towards that in the right way, doing good things and striving to get your everything for the right reasons and not the wrong reasons. Being a dick in life, and then you there's people that I know that are like assholes, and then all they do is they cry and they're miserable. It's like you've kept yourself here. Right? I know why I'm still, in for instance, in the same place I've been for 10 years. I know why I've taken accountability for that and moved past that these last 2 years. I've really, I feel in myself, other people could say no, I say yes, that I've grown a lot these last 2 years. Look at your last 2 years. Have you grown? Have you started to listen to yourself and know what kind of a life you want for yourself and for your family? If you have kids or a family that you provide for, you want to see do better, right? Do you finally see that? Do you want that? Are you tired of the way everything is? I feel like I'm selling something. I don't know if that means something, or maybe somebody's trying to sell you more bullshit, because there was a lot of bullshit hanging around in my reading yesterday. There was so much bullshit. Like, seriously. So give me 1 second. There's just a little bit of a lull in the energy. But you need to laugh, first of all. Release some of that energy. I know, like today, I've been sneezing a lot, and when I sneeze a lot, I'm releasing that energy that's like that stuck energy. Maybe you're sneezing a lot more, or you're laughing a lot more, you're finding things, or you're crying. It doesn't matter as long as you're getting it out. So, I'm sorry, there's just a little... I'm not stopping the reading, I don't care, and I'm not editing it. I'm gonna grab this other deck. It was so weird because the other cat came over and just stared at me, and all of a sudden I got distracted, because these two kitty cats that we have are very needy, like very, very needy. And especially when I'm doing things, it's like, oh my God, I could never be alone. Whether it's kids, whether it's the cats, but I find my way to have my own alone time, whatever that is. And that sometimes for me is getting up early in the morning. Whatever makes me happy is what I'm doing. If I want to get up at 4:30 in the morning, I get up at 4:30 in the morning. If I want to go have a nap, I go have a nap. I'm no longer asking anybody. I'm no longer telling anybody. This is my home. And if you don't like my schedule, then leave, because this is my home. This is how I want to run my home. Because finally it dawned on me that I finally have my own place. After 10 years. And I don't know what it was that shifted or clicked. And all of a sudden I started redecorating, and I started putting more things on the walls and making it feel more homey, and looking forward to fall and decorating and having like all sorts of like fun Halloween things up. And I could care less if I was by myself. I'd still do it. I'm finally putting Christmas lights, up outside my place because I want to. There's like almost like my magic is coming back. Like something is awakening inside you again. And it's like nobody likes it, but they do like it, but then they don't have control over you. And it's like, oh shit, what's that, right? You're not the one that's confused. Everybody else is. You know the answer. You know the decision. You've known all along. I keep hearing gratitude, 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 gratitude. Be grateful. You're forgetting that with everything that's been coming in and everything good that's been happening, you're all of a sudden forgetting to be grateful because you're starting to get distracted by bullshit again. People don't want you to be grateful. People don't want you to be happy. People want you to be miserable because they are. And that's not fair. You didn't put, right? Especially for me, when people don't listen to me, and I said this to my kid earlier today, you guys cry when something happens. Meanwhile, you didn't listen to me. Because if you listened to me, you wouldn't be in this situation, right? But you chose not to listen to me because I never grew up with parents who gave me advice. Oh, do whatever you want, right? Whatever makes you happy. But it was never logical advice from their perspective, right? Where I'm trying to be different with my kids and saying, no, absolutely not. You're making a mistake. And I don't care if I say that. You like it or you don't like it. And they don't listen to me. This is my point. They didn't listen to me. And then now it's my burden. How did that happen? So you're just going to walk through life making mistakes and I got to pick you up every time you fall down? Meaning, financially, right? A lot of kids will take advantage of a parent financially if you have enabled their behavior for so long. And I did. I was that parent who was enabling behavior to make them happy so that you're right, because of lack of this. Wrong, so wrong. I was so wrong. And I'm paying for it now. Because my kids are older now and they're fighting with me now and they're like, well, no. And I'm like, no. I don't care anymore. We're not doing that anymore. We're doing this now. And if you don't like it, there's the door. I will never kick my kids out of my home. Never. Ever. But they are free to leave whenever they want if they don't like living here. I love my kids and I know where I went wrong as a mom and as a parent through choices I made and mistakes I made. And over the last 2 years, I'm not willing to go backwards to my past, to people who took advantage of me, right? So if these messages, and I'm being very personal with you right now, and I don't have to be. So if this message is resonating with you, I hope it is. Because when I tell you a story, it's also about your story. Because I don't just see my soul, I see yours. Where you and I have gone through very similar circumstances in our lives, and that's maybe why you're called to come to my channel, right? And at the beginning of the reading, there's something big coming, and people want you distracted from that. They know that something big is coming in for you, and they're afraid that they're gonna miss out on that because they were an asshole, or if they don't get back in time, or if they don't get back in your life in time, you're going to exclude them from that. Right? You're not going to let them be part of that. You're going to do all these things and they're not going to be there and they're going to miss out on everything. Meanwhile, they made the choice to leave. Right? It's like I'm running out of time. I gotta get there. I gotta get back in their life. But they want back in for the wrong reasons, not the right ones. They just want to benefit off what you have now. And that's all gonna change. So I just got the world. You, they, somebody's spiraling. There's so many circles. Like, you can't see the cards right now, but every card, and I just got to the last one, was the Three of Swords, which was the first card that did not have a circle shape in it. Every card I have in front of me, and I was pulled into each circle. The World, the Ace of Swords in this deck is a spiral staircase. Five of Pentacles, there's 5 circles on the door. The Moon card, the moon is a circle. The Four of Wands in this deck, she's holding a tambourine, which is a circle shape. Okay, everything's coming full circle. What was lost? Something that you lost is being given back to you. You lost something. You were supposed to have something a long time ago, and your choices, but it wasn't your choices. You were programmed to believe that these were supposed to be your choices because you weren't given the proper, guidance from your parents or your family, your siblings, where they saw you going down the wrong path and they didn't say anything because, oh, I did it, now she's got to do it. If I got in trouble, now she's gonna get in trouble. Instead of saying, no, I'm gonna protect this one. I know what it's gonna be like if they go down the wrong path. People are under judgment right now, a lot of it. A lot of judgment. And there's nothing that you can do to stop that karma. It's almost like once you start hearing about the bad things, and I'm not saying wishing bad upon anybody, you're minding your own business. You're taking care of yourself and you're healing yourself. But when you start hearing the bad things, that all of a sudden people are going to be like, oh my God, this happened to me. Oh my God, that happened to me. Oh my God, what the hell is going on? Understand that those were the people. Like, if they're coming to you, people that you know, friends, family, partners, whatever, children, whatever, all of a sudden there are people at work, they're coming to you and they're like, oh my God, that this happened, and oh my God, that happened, and oh my God, this happened. Understand those were the people that were stabbing you in the back, and they want to see your reaction because they know what they were doing. They know that it was bad, and they want to know if it was you. I think I said this yesterday, that you're putting spells on people, that you're retracting, whatever that word is, giving back their karma. Like, you've done something to reverse the karma. So they want to see your reaction. Play dumb. Really? Oh my God, that's horrible. Oh my God, I'm so sorry that that's happened to you. Oh my God, that's horrible. Understand that they were the ones backstabbing you. And it's almost, I have the Temperance card in this deck, and the angel's just sitting there with the sun in his hand. Like, he's holding, it's almost like the Two of Pentacles in this deck, where you have to, at that moment, you have to decide. You can be like, am I going to say something, or I'm going to, be careful of how you react, because they're going to know that, that whatever. You know what, if that makes sense, let me know, because I don't know what the hell I'm saying right now. It does, for me, it all of a sudden stopped making sense, right? But it makes sense to somebody else. It's not going to make sense to you, because you're going to go, wait a minute, that happened to you? I thought this person was like on my side, and maybe it's just a coincidence. It's not. It's the people that you trusted the most were the ones backstabbing you this whole time. Even if they weren't backstabbing you to other people, they were manipulating you themselves without you even knowing. Like, they've been manipulating you this whole time. But it's almost like they know now that you know what they were doing, so they're just biding their time. They want to see if this is all going to go away. Justice. So many, like, there's going to be an ego death. Ego deaths everywhere. You're gonna see the amount of people that are going to be going through shit, and it's not going to be the people that didn't deserve it. It's going to be it's not going to be the victims. It's going to be the perpetrators. It's going to be the ones that knew what they were doing and helped in the cause, and you're going to start seeing it everywhere. And you're not even going to have to go looking for it. It's just going to plop right in your face. Whew. On that note, again, whatever it is that's something big is coming. I keep saying that. Don't let the devil in. If you're given a gift, don't let the devil in. Don't let people come back because all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, really? Like, for instance, you win the lottery and you have family and friends that you know you need to disappear. Because when you were at your lowest, they weren't there. They didn't give a shit. You go disappear. You go start your life like nobody ever existed. Just like you never existed to anybody else. And if that's not your opinion, that's fine. You might not be ready for that level of cutoff, but guess what? I am. On that note, I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Ciao for now.